Hi guys, today we'll be discussing lead code problem number 718. The problem name is maximum length of repeated subarray. So basically we have been given two lists A and B, out of which we have to return the length of maximum subarray. Okay, so I've just copied these two things here. So if you see here, like this is the subarray, right? This is the maximum subarray that is common in both A and B as well. So we are returning the length of this maximum subarray, that is 3. Okay, so essentially what we are trying to do is we are going to compare every value of A with every value of B, and we are going to store the length of subarrays that we have seen so far. And when I say subarray, it might not be the longest subarray, any subarray as a matter of fact. So we are going to store this length of subarray in some 2D matrix that I'll be showing you in a while. Okay, so when we are comparing these two values, one value from A and one value from B, so there might be two cases, that is A of I might be is equals to A of B of J, or A of I might not be equals to B of J, right? So in these two cases, like if we go into the first case, there again rises two more cases, that is the I and J are starting indices of subarray in A and B. I and J are not starting indices of subarray in A and B. That means if we take this subarray 3 to 1, so if we take this 3 value here, so it might be the starting value of subarray in A, that is I is equals to 2 in this case, and J is equals to 0. That might be one case. Or I and J are not starting indices of subarray in A and B. That is, let's take 1 here. Like in this subarray, 1 is the third element, right? So the index of 1 in A is 5, right? And the index of 1 in B is 2. Sorry, 4 here and 2 here, right? So these are the two cases that we might be seeing. And if it is not equal, that is A of I is not equals to B of J, that is, like let's say I is 1, that is A of I is equals to 2, and B of J is equals to 7. Okay, in such case we don't need to that doesn't make sense, right? It does not belongs to any subarray, right? It's not first of all common, right? So we can completely ignore this case. Okay, so for this part we have to write code, and we have to keep updating the lengths of subarrays that we have seen so far. So for that I'll be taking a 2D matrix. Let me write sample code for you. So I'm taking a 2D matrix of length of dimensions, length of B plus 1 into length of A plus 1. Okay, so that we can get all possible combinations when we are traversing through this I and J. Okay, after that I'll take a count variable. I'll let you know in a while why I'm taking this. Okay, and I'll be taking an, as we have discussed, variable I to iterate over A. And a J variable to iterate over B. And whenever we see this case, that is A of I is equals to B of J, in that case what we'll be doing is, like if you take this example, let's say we are at 1. So in this array, like when we are at 1, we can say that the length that we have seen so far, and plus the length of this subarray, the current element, that is 1. If we add these two things, we'll be getting the resultant length, right? That makes sense, right? So the length of this 3 comma 2 will be 2, and the length of not length, but generally we'll be incrementing it by 1, so it will sum up to 3, right? That will be the updated answer, right? So that's what I'm going to do here. So dp of I and j gives me the updated value. For that, I'll be taking the previous value, that is the thing that we have seen till I minus 1th index in A and j minus 1th index in B, and I'll be adding 1 to it. And for every addition, like I'll be updating my max count value. Okay, so this will be giving me the updated value whenever we get a dp of I comma j value that is more than max count value. Okay, so after that we'll be simply returning our max count. Yeah. So that's it. So basically what we are trying to do here is like dp of I comma j represents the length of subarray that is starting from some position and ending at I comma j, that is ith position in A and ith index in A and jth index in B. Okay, what is the length of that particular subarray? Maximum value of that subarrays that we have seen so far till ith index in A and jth index in B, that will be the value that will be updating in dp of ij. And whatever value that we have seen so far, the maximum length of subarrays that we have seen so far, that will be updating in max count. Okay, so I hope everything is clear till now. So let me quickly give it a run. Okay, named is not defined. Oh, some cool. Yeah, it worked. So that's it, guys. Like, if you have any questions regarding this, you please feel free to comment it down. And yeah, thanks for your time.